behind the peaceful doors, they could come out, come back to the
Right, because
Hamas.
you said go to the dispersed.
Yeah.
Because the ones in Jerusalem are not at the end. Let's go to the dispersed.
Because they was already in the land, so they had that.
They had the bills.
Yeah, and they had that. What's the word called? That what's that train of thought? Like you have some sort of superiority over another person because you think you know them.
That's what they said. Just like today when you go to Barbados, Jamaica, they call you English. But your people are from there, but you're saying because you've taken on the philosophies of these other people, now you become English. You know what I mean? Same thing was happening back then. The Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. Yeah? Read on.
Now through their food is coming into the salvation is coming to the Gentiles, but to provoke them to jealousy.
Right, so he's talking about the Israelite foreigners. That was explaining. If you didn't live in Jerusalem at that time, you would know there's what was that term they called them? They called them, well, basically they called them heathens. You know, that's what the problem they had.
Well, I'm just just buying you a drink.
Huh? Got me a drink, sir?
You a drink, that's a heat wave.
Oh, thanks, boss. I'll pay that.
There's no one when it's a heat wave, and you're out spreading the good news.
Thank you, sir.
What do you think of Trump getting graded the other day?
No, what it is,
Comedy, wasn't it?
I think it's just a play. They all play the game. You've got the blue and the red. What it is, they play the people. You know, because Trump is prevalent in the Cardinals. It's prevalent with them. So what they do is they stir them up. Because just imagine if it had been so-called Negroes that raided the White House. They wouldn't have got nowhere near that. They would have got mowed down. All of a sudden, you've got people raiding the White House.
Oh, no, not that January.
No, what I'm trying to say, it's all about, I know they raided Trump's Mar-a-Lago place where we yeah, I know they did, but what it is, they're just playing the game.
No,
they play political games.
You know, that's the broke the news was Trump. And video ready to go that was launched within hours. Then he's out saying, what documents did they take? We should release everything, show everybody.
Yeah.
And he knew exactly what documents they were going to take because he left them exactly the ones there that they wanted. Now they're in a panic, still don't know how to deal with it. Anyway, have a good day.
All right. It's all games, political games, that's what they play. Trump's juiced in, Trump's juiced in. I mean, I've seen him sitting there.
You don't get to be the president if you're not.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the same. It's all a big game. They're playing the game to these people's
So
minds.
that's funny that's getting not indicted, but you know they're making him play like 4.1 something to this Sandy Hook.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't. There's no way you can sleep with him. No one sleeps with him. So he must be just.
Alex Jones?
Yeah, Alex Jones or something.
Yeah. And these other people as well. You've got, what's his name over there? Bernie Ecclestone said that, what's his name? Vladimir Putin's a good guy. You know what I mean? He said Vladimir Putin, you know, he said he's a good guy. Now what they doing with him? They're persecuting him. He's got to pay, you know, they're going after him, he's paid no tax and you know, millions got to pay, but it's as much not millions. Because when it is you're not taking on that political narrative, you know? Same way God said, if you're with me or against me, same way you're right. You're with my evil or you're against my evil. If you're against my evil, I'm coming after you.
Yeah, I think you will need to read faster. I think you will need to.
Play what's that called? Free card money or something.
Yeah, just in case you get that eye, the greedy eye. You know, the greedy.
Free card money. That's gotta be made up by a nigga, innit? The thing is that I ain't go into that anyway, but yeah, that's the.
Let's just read the word of God. There's nothing more better than that.
Exactly. So it's here.
Hello, young man.
Now, if the fall of them be the riches of the world, and diminishing of them the riches of the Gentiles, how much more their fullness?
Right, so the falling of, read that part again.
So it's here. Now, if the fall of them be the riches of the world,
Right, so the fall of the Israelites, that's how the world got rich. What us falling. And the rich, now he's talking about the other Gentiles. Because there's two types of Gentiles. That's why the Bible is it's a setup, it's stumbling blocks. That's why people say, well, it's got contradictions and blah, blah, blah. No. It's set up in a way to put stumbling blocks. That's how that's how the Lord seals people's death and people's salvation, by these stumbling blocks. You know? Read that again.
Now, if the four of them be the riches of the world, and diminishing of them the riches of the Gentiles,
Right.
how much more the fullness? For I speak to you Gentiles, inasmuch as I am an apostle of the Gentiles, I
Right.
magnify my office.
Right, so to the Jews then as well. You know? We've been under diaspora, we've been spread all over the world. That's what people don't realise. The prophecies in the Bible is that the Israelites were going to be kicked out of the land and sold or dispersed throughout the four corners of the earth. That's why the Lord said in Isaiah the 11th chapter, he's going to go to all these places and gather the elect of Israel, all these different places, Shinar, the islands of the sea. You know?
So see, if by any means I may provoke to emulation them which are my flesh, I
Right.
might save some of them.
Right, and that's the prophecy. He's got to save. That's why the Lord's name is called Jesus Christ, the deliverer, the saviour. That's what it means. So Christians talking about they're being saved, they're off their mind. Yeah, Yahweh Shai, but we say Jesus Christ, so you understand who we're talking about. Yahweh Shai is his real name. It means the same thing. He's the deliverer, he's the saviour. And that's the thing that will come. You know?
If the casting away of them be the reconciling of the world, what shall the receiving of them be? What, life from the dead? But if the first root be holy, the lump is as holy.
God bless.
And if the root be holy, so the branch.
Right, so it's talking about the Israelites. So when people talk about being grafted in, you can't cut a branch off of that tree and graft it into that tree because it never comes from that tree. So you have to graft it back into the tree it come from. You understand? Even though the Edomites do madness like that, graft it into another tree. You know what I mean? Because he's of the devil, he's adverse. So when it talks about grafting back in, it's talking about grafting the Israelites coming back. The ones what was dispersed through the diaspora coming back to being Israelites, knowing who they are. Calling themselves one of the 12 tribes, instead of calling themselves black people or West Indian or all this madness. These are all modern day terms. We are the Israelites, we're God's chosen people. Until you come back to that, you're going to die with the so-called the rest of these people. That's it. So only an election is going to obtain it. The rest are blinded. They're blinded because they are already sanctioned for death. Yeah? Romans, Ezekiel, the 9th chapter, set a mark on the forehead, says the name that sigh and that cry, and the others in my hearing go after and smite. Spare ye not, women, children, old, maidens. The Lord is no respect of, he don't respect of persons, even though he said he respects the Israelites. You know who the Israelites are, man? Hello, man. You know who the Israelites are? Look, can't even. Just imagine I'm a white man asking you that. Maybe I might get an answer. You know? Just look at me as a white man and you might get an answer. Yeah? I read them.
That's it.
The nigger woman, she gonna die horribly, man. Read them.
Can we jump to Revelation 16? It's the book of Revelation, chapter 16, verse. Poured out his vial from the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kingdom of the east might be prepared.
Hold that. Let's see if that's true. Is the river Euphrates drying up? Oh, there we go. You got your suntan lotion on? Yeah. Right, stay at the sun, alright, son? Stay at the sun, son. You don't want to end up getting snap, crackle and popped. Lobsters on the beach. Right, he says here. Let's see, read that part again.
Revelation chapter 16, verse 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vials upon the great river Euphrates, and the waters thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared.
Right, so let's see if the river Euphrates. Is Euphrates drying? Iraq's two main rivers, Euphrates and the Tigris, will run completely dry within, let's say, decades. Dry. Let's see. Let's get something. Don't want to go to fucking. I want to spread it on there.
It is on YouTube.
Wow, let's see. So it said the kings to run through. It says here, facing drought. Asked Turkey to release more water along the Tigris Euphrates River. Iraq on Saturday asked Ankara to release a flow of water downstream along the Tigris Euphrates River as both countries face droughts and tensions over the resource of man. Baghdad goes on to say,
Sometimes it's going to be true now, mate. This will be true. It's not. I think it's
reduced river water levels in once the Great Tigris and Euphrates are led to rising salt levels. No, that's oh, here we go. It says here, Iraq's mighty rivers, the Tigris Euphrates, will soon run dry. That's all I wanted, yeah? Tigris and Euphrates will soon run dry. There you have it. Oh.
Apparently the UK's in the drought right now.
Yeah, the UK's in the dry, isn't it?
Well, it just rained the other day.
Yeah, they're saying that the people are going to have to stop using water soon, because over here. But this is the Tigris and the Euphrates. Tigris and the Euphrates soon run dry. Yeah? There you have it. Yeah? So read them.
Says here.
So it's all biblical. Like the Lord said, as I say, shall it come to pass.
Revelation chapter 16 verse 13. And I saw three unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet.
Right, so it's talking about the Roman Empire. The dragon is the Roman, the beast, NATO. Yeah? It's all talking about the white man's rulership. You know? Because he's the liar. When he speaketh a lie of his own, John 8:44, ye of your father the devil, the lust of your father you do, you speak of a lie, you speak of your own. Because it's not of the Lord, it's of his own. He's a liar and the father of it. He's the father of lies. Yeah? You know?
They are the spirits of devils working miracles. He goes forth unto the kings of the earth
Like the
and of the
spirit
whole
of
world.
devils. And who's the devil? The so-called white man. Who's the devil on earth? That's the truth. Yeah? Who's the kings of the earth? All these other nations. Chinese, so-called Japanese, so-called East Indians, Hamites, all of them. Goes round. Read that part again.
It says here, Revelations chapter 16 verse 14. They are the spirit of devils working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world to gather them to the battle of the great day of the God Almighty.
Right, so jump to Revelation. What's that?
16. It says here, behold, I come as a thief.